What's going on, friends? My name is M238, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy Color. We're all hopped up last time. We got started with the game, and now here we are in Pewter City, where we are about to take on the gym of Pewter City. So let's go ahead and do it. If you played, you might have noticed, like, way earlier on when we were in Viridian City, that there was a gym there as well, but we actually cannot take it on right now. So instead, we are going to keep going, and we're going to be taking on the gym of Pewter City instead. And tradition to every Pokemon game, every gym specializes in a very specific type of Pokemon. In this case, this is a Rock-type gym. How to measure light years? I feel like that's kind of sad. We're gonna go ahead and put Joey up front because we're going to see Pikachu. This is the first roadblock that Pikachu suffers from, and that is the rock types. Pikachu does nothing against these rock type Pokemon by the time you get here, which is the first reason why Pikachu is really bad. Anyway, after defeating the one gym trainer, we are off to the gym leader himself, and you probably want to heal and save, but I'm not gonna be doing either of them. So let's do this. I'm Brock, I'm Pewter's gym leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. Alrighty, Brock. You might know Brock, one of Ash's companions in the anime series. He is a gym leader in this game. He has two Pokemon. He starts off with a Geodude, level 10, rock ground type with tackle only. You know anything about tackle? Tackle is 95% chance to hit, so 5% chance to miss. So you're usually not counting on tackle to hit every single time. And as you can see, you know, my Nidoran has double kick, which is very helpful in order to take out Brock's Pokemon very easily. You know, if you played this game normally for your first time, then you might know that there's not really a lot of Pokemon that could really stand against Brock. So here, his next Pokemon here is Onix, level 12, rock ground type. Please live. Oh my goodness, that was close right there. Rock ground type with tackle, screech, bite, and bind. Right there, he used bide, which is a move where if you, the more damage you do on the Onix while it's using Bide, then the more damage it's going to deflect back at you, but double. So that was actually kind of scary right there, but thankfully we didn't die right there. So, you know, Brock's supposed to be a really hard gym fight became, you know, pretty easy because, you know, we actually have Pokemon that could take out Brock's Pokemon somewhat easily. So, you know, that's very good on us, and now we got our first gym badge, which is the Boulder badge. So whenever you get a gym badge, there's a mechanic that applies for every Pokemon game called badge boosting. And badge boosting in Gen 1, you know, like a lot of things in Gen 1, works differently than most other Pokemon games. Usually whenever you get a badge in most other generations, then it raises the attack power of the type of badge that you got. In this case here, the way badge boosting works is it raises a specific stat, which in my case, the Boulder badge increases the attack stat. However, for that to apply, you have to modify one of your stats. So, let's say if a Pokemon uses Leer on me, which lowers my defense, then that actually also increases my attack. So, you know, We got through Brock's gym very easily, so since we got plenty of time, we're heading up to our next route. Says that he met us in Viridian Forest when I don't really believe that, because... So Fire and Leaf Green names all the trainers, and if you look at this guy's name in Fire and Leaf Green compared to every other name of the trainers in Viridian Forest in Fire and Leaf Green, it's not the same name as any of the trainers, so... I don't know what that's about. Wow, that was very annoying. So that is, you know, he's the shorts guy because he likes shorts. But man, that guy is notorious because his Pokemon are just so powerful. Check this out! On level 16, Joey evolves, our first team member on our team to evolve. And Joey is a Nidorino. If you have a Nidoran female, then Joey, well, Nidorina becomes a, well, Nidoran female becomes a Nidorina. And there is a difference if you use the two Pokemon. So, Pokemon games, or at least the early Pokemon games here, they kind of have this tendency where they kind of throw in lots of trainers at you, which makes being over-leveled pretty easy to do if you are just using one Pokemon throughout the game. Alrighty, so we're actually almost through with this. This is actually the last trainer. I did not touch you. Unfortunate. Okay, so now that there's grass here in Route 3, there's actually one new Pokemon they can find, and that is Sandshrew. Which, unfortunately, I'm not going to be using Sandshrew. It is a pretty decent Pokemon to use if you want to use that onto your team. So now that we heal up and we are at the end of Route 3, we are going to be heading into our next dungeon, and that is Mount Moon. So, Mount Moon is very notorious because, as of right now, we still don't have repels, which means that we're going to be dealing with lots of encounters as we go through this pretty long cave. There's also trainers here, too. So, new Pokemon that you can find here in Mount Moon. You can find Zubats, Geodudes, Paris, and then you can also find a 1% chance encounter Clefairy. You might notice in these battles that you're seeing critical hits happen more often than if you were to play other Pokemon games. And that is because the way critical hits work in Gen 1 is that it is determined by the Pokemon's base speed value divided by 256. And so, some Pokemon have higher speed values than other Pokemon, which means that their critical hit rate is higher than others. And for some of the fast Pokemon that we're going to be encountering later on in the game, critical hits are going to happen a lot, and it's pretty scary. I'm upset about that. Okay, so that was our first appearance to a bad guy team that I'm sure everybody is familiar with if you are an avid Pokemon fan, known as Team Rocket. So, every Pokemon game has like this bad guy criminal team that you're going to be encountering quite a number of times throughout your adventure. Run out of potions, and that's not good. Okay, we found a potion there, but man, I don't think I'm gonna have enough potions in this next part of the game, which is actually gonna be scary. This game kind of starts off hard, but then it gets a little bit easier later in the game. Alrighty, so we go ahead over to this side. You can get yourself a rare candy right there. And then over here you can get yourself an escape rope, which is an item that allows you to take a shortcut out of dungeons if you need to get out really quickly. It is way bigger in here. Alright, so continuing onwards. We are going to head over to this next sub-area right here, and you know, these subfloors are optional, You don't have to go into these at all if you only care about, you know, going through these, but, you know, these have some pretty nice goodies, which is why we are, you know, going out of our way, even though it's more encounters for us to deal with, but, you know, it's cool. Right here is a hidden item, which is an ether, which is a power point healing item. Every move has what's called power points, which are basically just how many times you can use that move before you run out, and that's what the ether comes into play. Go ahead and keep on going after all that. So I caught myself a Paris, even though I'm not going to be using it on my team, but there's a very specific reason as to why I'm using it. I caught a Paris. Trying so hard not to use my last potion, and apparently low-kick is not 100% accurate in this game compared to other games, and it's so sad. Alright, I finally healed up again. I didn't think I have to make 2 trips back to the Pokemon Center twice, but that's just the perk of how difficult Gen 1 is as a game. So, let's go ahead and keep on going. This is the very last floor, so we're actually almost done. Alright, and so this is another Team Rocket Grunt member. Alright, so one of the nice things about Mount Moon is that the music is really good. But because you get so many encounters here in Mount Moon, you don't hear it very often. The one fortunate thing about encounters is that after every encounter, you have 3 steps of immunity, which helps so that you don't get an infinite amount of encounters for every single tile. But so far, this encounter luck is really testing my patience right now. I am not liking this in the slightest. But we finally made it! After so many of those encounters. Oh my gosh. I found these fossils! They're both mine! Alright, so now we have an option between 2 fossils. We got the Helix fossil and the Dome fossil. And later on, you can actually turn these into a Pokemon. And, you know, these are 2 different Pokemon. I'm gonna choose a Dome fossil. Usually people pick the Helix fossil because the Helix fossil, it's we praise Helix most of the time, but we're gonna praise Dome this time around. And actually, fun fact, you can actually circle around these tiles right here, and these tiles actually do not produce any encounters whatsoever, so, you know, I can walk around in circles here and never get an encounter, but You know, eventually I'm gonna have to move, so I'm just gonna move out. Now I have a chance to get encounters. Please don't get any encounters. Good! Stop right there! Oh my goodness, who are these people? That fossil is Team Rocket! Surrender now or prepare to fight! Oh boy, here we go. These are new trainers that were not present in Red and Blue at all. These are Jesse and James. Even though they don't even have a name in this game. They don't give them a name in this game, but they're Jesse and James. If you're, familiar with watching the anime, they appear everywhere in the anime. They have 3 Pokemon, and they start with Ekans, level 14, Poison with Raptor and Poison Sting. Oh my gosh! So, this is what Rap is in Gen 1. It sucks, as you can see right here. You just get trapped. Okay, good. 2-turn Rap is good. And you basically get trapped between 2 and 5 turns. It's annoying. But fortunately we got a 2-turn Rap there, and that's good stuff right there. Alright, next up is Meowth. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, dude. I'm so annoyed by that. Alright, so next up is Meowth, level 14, normal type with Scratch Growl and Bite. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a double kick. My double kick right here. Oh my gosh, dude. This is off to a great start here. And finally is Coughing, level 14 points with Tackle and Smog. Team Rock, or Jesse and James in general, they're very unexciting. Not really a whole lot to talk about. They just appear, and then they just say very familiar lines from the anime, and that's really all you get out of them. So, they do make a return in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, which is pretty cool. But that's it. So there we go. Take these guys out, and that's pretty much it. We pretty much win from here. A Brat beat us? Heck yeah. Team Rocket blasts off at the speed of light! It's the familiar quotes from the anime. And we're out! I'm free! No more ridiculous encounters, cause I'm over it. Oh my gosh. We're out of here. It's nice. Fresh air. Right here you can get yourself an item. It's TMO4. I don't know what that contains. It contains Whirlwind, which is a useless move. So don't bother teaching that to any of your Pokemon. And then we made it to Cerulean City, home of the next gym. So with that being said, that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Yellow. And next time, we are going to be exploring Cerulean City and then possibly taking on the Cerulean City gym. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.